Now, I've been seeing this clip go viral, but I wanted to watch the whole thing in context before I give my, uh, my rant on this whole Erica Mena situation. And I want to say something real quick. Erica Mena, she doesn't have the vernacular or the knowledge nor the education to talk about racism and the complexity of things. She has not educated herself. I think because of people like Nene Leakes, they coddle her and don't have real conversations with her and let her know this and that is wrong. Like, you should not be saying this. This is how Black women feel, or Black people in general. The thing is that if you don't have a real conversation with her, Erica will never learn. Because again, why don't her people put her on? I don't see her on the Latino station. I don't see her on Univision. She always doing projects with Black people. So at the same time, if we don't demand her to respect us, she never will. Simple as that, y'all. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll get right into the video. Whew, y'all, I didn't expect to go on a rant like that, but hey, I did. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
But anyway, so you were talking about that thing happened over at Love and Hip Hop, which was the thing that happened with you and Spice. You've moved on from that. Yeah, you've moved on from that now. But I mean, how was that moment? It was because I reached out to you during that moment,
you remember. Did. So you were one of the very few that did reach out. And I appreciate that. And that's the thing too. I feel like anyone who's ever had a real moment with me in life will know, like, okay, yeah, that was wrong, but that's not like what you're trying to say about her is not right. So I appreciate that, especially being,
Here's the thing. Possibly she could have mean monkey in a nice way, right? I don't know how you mean monkey in a nice way. And I'm just kidding, you guys. I know monkey is not a nice term to use to somebody, but her literally calling this girl a monkey, like, like, there's just certain things that like, for example, I wouldn't make a joke about calling ice on her because her being a Latina woman, I know that that's not something to play around with. So at the same time, well, let me not say they're joking, because they weren't joking. They were in a heated fight. I know if I'm saying something derogatory towards you and I want it to be racial and I want to hit you hard, I would say something like, oh, I'm gonna call ice on you. I know that's ignorant as hell, and I would never do that because I would not want to offend a whole group of people. She knows calling a Black woman a monkey, or just a Black person in general a monkey. You know the history of calling Black people animals and shit like that. You already know this. This is not something that, oh, I wasn't educated, I need to go. No, everybody knows that. Come on now.
African-American woman that's been scrutinized just as much as I have on TV. And obviously we're not the ones to come forward. So we, we do set a certain precedence or whatever, but I appreciate the fact that you did reach out because, it just goes to show you, like, you really know who I am. So I appreciate that. It was a trying time, obviously, because you got a chance to see, like, who was what.
But some people too, and when things like that happen, I think some people don't know what to do
because they want to be so political.
And especially with things like that, I think people don't know whether I should say something, should I support, should I not support? Like, people are afraid, because you really, in that moment, you're walking on like eggshells. People are afraid.
Stop calling your Black friends to help you out when you do some racist shit.
For their careers, and I don't know.
And I think too, what makes it scary for people, believe it or not, is people being authentic in any kind of way. They get attacked on social media, and then there's this quick, oh, let's cancel, and people are quick to, like, throw that cancel kind of thing out there. And it's just like, at the end of the day, no matter what you guys say in the comments, like, God has his plan for everybody individually. So even in the trying times where on TV, we may do something that's unfortunate and probably, not the best of who we are. That doesn't mean like someone's life is completely over just because the world feels some type of way. And honestly, it was a catch-22 because it was 50% people on her and 50% people on me. It was even down the middle. But even that, like putting two women who shouldn't even been in the situation in first place to you know, against each other, it's always kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, it's like it's part of the game, and you just kind of have to stand firm on who you are. And you know, that's why too I give so much, like I love Bambi. Like everybody knows like my relationship with Bambi, but you don't have a lot of people that like even still like, because I was obviously off the show, but even still now I gotta see my friend being attacked by this certain individual just because she knows how much of a friend she is to me. And she just rides the wave.
Which she deserved to be attacked because she was cooning for you, which, you know, it's one thing to say, hey, that's not the person I know. That's not the person that I have had in my home, ate with, chilled with, vacation with. However, you can still hold them accountable for their BS. That's why Bambi was getting backlash because she was not holding Erica accountable. She was cooning.
And she's been riding the wave since it happened. But there's certain people like that in my life that, you know, and she got scrutinized so bad for, you know, standing up for me in the way she was supposed to. But it came and went, but she stood 10 toes down. So as far as like, you know, people are scared, this, that, and third, it's more about how real you are, you know, about a situation.
Yeah. Do you think that some fans felt like you got a pass because you weren't Black? Do you think you got a pass?
I don't think there's a pass or anything like that. I think it's genuinely wrong.
Some people would have gotten completely canceled, and because you're not Black, you didn't get canceled.
I mean,
the way that
I don't want to point fingers, but I've had women who are really like white on Love and Hip Hop who've actually said the word.
Yeah.
You know, and not saying it's right because obviously growing up in New York, the word is kind of like used as a homie kind of thing. And I feel like, you know, whatever. But I have been viral for years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song. And I'm like, you can't trust nobody, not even the end that you sneak with. That was so viral. It went all over the place for years. And
so I want to talk about the N-word, but I feel like this needs to be a whole separate conversation. I get that people use it as a term of endearment, and I'm not talking about Black people. I'm talking about the others, right? They use it as a term of endearment, whatever, right? But I think also if someone tells you like, hey, I don't like that word or I'm offended by that word, then you shouldn't use it. Here's my thing. A lot of people don't realize Black people, we get criticized for using the word too. I try not to use the word, the N-word, because I understand that on my platform, I'm in mixed company, right? And I would never want somebody to feel like it's okay to say it. So with me being responsible, I'm all like, I can think of another word. Like sometimes I do say it if we're joking or playing around, but it's only in certain instances. But again, a lot of these people are like, you know, whether they Latino, Asian, white, whatever, they go like, oh, well, I don't mean it that way. It's not only that, you don't respect Black people. That's really what the problem is with the N-word. You don't respect us. You literally see us as the N-word, ignorant, you know, low gutter, ghetto, dirty, so forth, or monkey in Erica's case. You see us as these things.
Years and years and years. And not saying it's right, but I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. But it became an issue when, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was, you got another woman who's obviously a lot darker than me. She came at me in regards to my son, and a word that, yes, has been used to racially kind of, you know, defame, or what do you say? To belittle a race at one point in time. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. And I say all that to say that people have selective outrage because this is the.
So you're saying that a Black woman It wasn't her skin. She just looked like a monkey. I had to see if anybody else heard that. That's why I was looking side to side, by the way. But it wasn't about her skin. It's just that it was about her appearance. So she looked like a monkey. Was she wearing a monkey outfit? No, she was blue. Now, it wasn't like she had a monkey costume on and you're like, oh, well, you look like a monkey. No, you knew exactly what you were saying. Ignorant.
Woman, you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman and how proud she was to bleach her skin, or I don't even know what her MO was at that time. But it just goes to show you, like, people,
again, why she can't have this conversation. Spice did a whole campaign where she had, quote unquote, bleached her skin. And this was actually to empower people about loving their skin. So in Jamaica, and let's not even just say Jamaica or the Caribbean or Africa, it's in the United States too. A lot of Black people feel like lighter is better, so they will bleach their skin. There's been a lot of celebrities who have bleached their skin because we're under the impression that lighter is better. So in a way, I don't want to say it was necessarily a parody, but it was to bring awareness, because then Spice dropped a song about, you know, loving her skin and loving the skin that you're in. And, you know, it was all for promo. She wasn't trying to be white. And so Erica saying that and putting that out there, like Spice wanted to be a white woman and she bleached her skin, like, come on now, you playing in our face. And Nene, you should be ashamed of yourself, because again, you with that coonery and foolery. And mind you, I have not talked about your looks, how you wanted to shave your nose off and wear blonde hair and stuff like that, because I know those are microaggressions. But I mean, it's starting to look a certain kind of way, because definitely maybe you don't have the education, knowledge, or the vernacular to have this conversation with, or a real conversation with Erica. Because again, one minute you call Kim racist, but then you always want to be her friend again.
But just at the end of the day, have selective outrage, because I feel like it was because of me. I'm used to being kind of hated one week, and then you know how it is with us when we're on air. Sometimes they're riding for us, sometimes they're against us.
That's
so
right.
And I've been like that, 15 years. So I have more people that hate me than root for me. So I feel like that was their time.
So I don't know that you do. I don't know that you
think
do.
No,
I don't think that you do. I don't. So can you tell me, like, what is your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. So my dad's Dominican, my mom's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's unfortunate.
You have Black children.
Yeah, I have Black children, and I'm definitely far from racist. You know, I grew up, all my friends are Black. I have Jamaican best friends. Like, you know, it's just Jamaican throughout my blood. I'm not the only one in my family that has Black children. So, you know, it's just unfortunate. Like I said, it's definitely something that I want to put.
And here's the thing, you can still sleep with somebody and you can still have children with them and still be racist. It doesn't, no. A lot of people say that, well, I can't because my this is Black and this and no, that doesn't mean anything. Let's not forget, slave owners had Black children and slept with Black women and Black men. Like, let's go there. They were assaulting all of them. I'm trying not to say the R word, but you know what I want to say. They were assaulting all of them. They didn't care about that because they didn't see us as human. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. I don't know if they have more of a conversation or not. But again, I apologize for my rant earlier in the beginning of the show, y'all. I was just all like, this is ignorant. This is ignorant. Like, again, Black people are giving her a platform and not challenging her and not trying to have a conversation with her, instead coddling her. She will never learn. Again, I didn't see no remorse. I remember, I think she did an interview maybe with Carlos King where she was like crying, oh, I can't believe this. Yeah, she ain't at that stage where she crying. Now she's like, oh, well, it's nothing. You know why? Because y'all give her excuses. Y'all give her opportunities. So why change anything? You know, like I said, I always see her working with Black people, but I never see her with working with any Hispanics or Latinos. It's because we prop her up and we let her get away with this. That's it. And mind you, I'm not saying that Erica should be canceled or anything like that, But the fact that she hasn't learned anything, and you have people like Nene, Bambi, and all these other people that literally coddle her and don't have these real conversations with her, she'll never learn. And I don't think she wants to. But go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember something. I want to leave y'all with this. Erica's going to understand when her children are reminded that they're Black.